Hey everyone, Magic Flying Potato here. Hope you're doing well, and I'm going to go ahead and analyze this trailer as well. I haven't watched any other creators' videos that have done this because I want to go into this without being influenced by what they see or say. So let's go ahead and back it up to the very first part of this video. Alright, so we're going to start right at the very beginning of this trailer when they're watching the TV. Right here, they're talking about 4 missing teens in the neighborhood, which is an ongoing investigation of more teens that have been missing prior. So those skeletons that we are seeing in the backyard, are they the skeletons of the prior teens in this? Pause it right here. So it took me a little while to figure out what is going on here, just because I wasn't sure of what this guy was here, this gnome. This could be something new that is added into the game, because this is the flooded zone right in front of the hedge lab. If we look up to the top left, that's the shed with the oak tree that's in front. So if we go over, there's a water faucet on the shed. There is a coffee pot in the background, and right below it, it almost looks like it's hooked up to a car battery. Moving over some more, we have trash bags, and right next to that, it looks like that is a lawnmower of some sort. I don't know if it would be electric or just a regular lawnmower. And then we just have the Goda in the pond. So that's what I have got out of this. Let's go ahead and continue on.
From our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. Hello, micro friends. Great news! BURG.L knows you might be a little homesick. So
right here, we're going to go ahead and see the new set of armor with the new weapon. I go ahead and pause it once we get to that scene right here. This does look like an armor set that would come from the praying mantis, because this looks like the head. It would just make sense. And right here is a new weapon that we're looking at as well. It looks like one of the arms from the praying mantis called a scythe. I had to look up the pronunciation, even though it's spelled skith or scythe. It is called a scythe, and that is it right there. So let's go ahead and continue on. And right here is a back view of the new armor, which is right here, what she's wearing, along with carrying the scythe going into the battle against the brood mother.
Insects and treacherous wastelands. Unfortunately,
So right here, we're talking the BURG.L, and I have never noticed, I usually haven't paid attention to what's on BURG.L's chest, but BURG.L, according to the storyline, is made to flip burgers. So if you look down at his control panel, he does have the cook setting, which is on. Then he has a flip setting, but why would a burger flipper have a kill setting on his control panel? I've never noticed that before. Noticed it in the video. It could be a far reach, but it just seems odd to me that he would have a kill setting on his front control panel. Let's go ahead and move on.
my memory chip is a little rusty, but with a little maintenance, we can unravel.
Okay, so right here, if you look, there is an outline of a moving something, moving monster or something like that. When I first saw this guy up here, I thought of, well, maybe it's Wendell that got mutated or something like that. You know, he's gone crazy. But then I was thinking, I went up to the picnic table and I went ahead and took a screenshot. So I will go ahead and include that screenshot right here. These are the Minotaurs, which have the same body style and the same arm and the fingers close to the fingers, because they have 3, 4, and this guy's got 3, but it almost looks like the Minotaur on top of the picnic table in the Minotaur maze. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and back up just a bit. Here is a new area. Really not sure where this area could be. It could either be, I'm thinking maybe if you look up towards the top, they are wood planks. There's piping and all kinds of stuff. It could be either the porch under the main house, or it could be the shed porch. So one of the two. I know the shed porch does have a water faucet up there, so it would make sense to have copper water piping up under there, but there's a lot of other stuff going on. It's underneath one of the buildings that are in the game. So upcoming right here, this spider, at first I wasn't sure if it was just an orb weaver that the lighting was different on it, but I don't think the orb weavers have these red spots on it. And then I was thinking, well, that's kind of a weird marking for a black widow, but then I looked it up and there are black widows that have markings, red markings on the top as well as on the bottom. And if you look at this location does look like it's on the floor of the hedges. So all the hedge lab portions that have fallen down, which is right here to the left. This is what this area looks like, as well as what the leaves are. So from what I am gathering, this could be a new spider added, which is a black widow. And again, it does look like it's underneath the hedge lab. So right here is another set of new armor that we're getting teased with. This to me looks, it almost looks like old Mongolian style armor, the way it's made, the way it has the fur around it and everything like that. No idea what bug it would be coming from. Maybe the black ox beetle because of the spikes, the black on it down here, his shin pads. But I'm just guessing on what it is. It could be made out of some new bug or anything like that. But yes, this is another new set of armor.
Terminates your tiny existence.
So in this portion right here, when they start talking about the game previews and what to expect, I was checking out what we could see in the background around the edges. Bottom right corner is BURG.L, so that's nothing significant right there. Another new look at the closer look at what I would call the Mongolian armor, but that's another look at the new armor. Right here, they do show the new praying mantis that we will be fighting, the new boss that it will be encountered in the game. The location, it's got to be in the upper yard somewhere. There is a new plant right here. It's a new flower. So I know the upper yard has a lot of new plants when I went up there. So that's what I'm guessing this area is going to be, but no speculation of exactly where this praying mantis will be at. Again, if you look at his eyes like this, that's what the new armor helmet looks like, is in the shape of those. And again, the Sith looks like his forearms, his arms. So this is probably where that set of armor is going to be coming from. Right here, if I pause it, once again, there is the guy that we saw earlier underneath the porch area. So I have no idea what he is or where they're going to go with that, but it is alive and we're going to probably have to deal with them. So for me, I didn't even really see anything with the bugs coming up. And so I slowed this down. I looked at it. I paused it. And to be honest, I'm really not seeing any new bugs that they're showing right here. To me, these all look like the same bugs that we have encountered as of right now. The perspective of the bugs are very hard to identify because if you have this ladybugs, the ladybugs are pretty big in the game. This one looks tiny back here, and that is the regular ladybug. That's not a ladybird. You got the roly-poly, and to me, that looks like a spiderling. But again, it's all about the depth perspective of this. So the scarab is a lot bigger than this ladybug. So again, I think it's just the way this scene was done. But I am not seeing anything new when they do this scene right here. Black ox beetle, again, that's what that new armor looks like. It's from the Mongolian armor I was talking about, because that black ox beetle does have that brown fuzzy furness around it. But other than that, that's what I saw in this the trailer. All speculations really of what it is or could be for the 1.0 release. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you saw anything, or what is your thoughts and opinions on some of the things that we looked at in this trailer. Again, we won't find out until the release of what all this actually is. Yeah, I'd like to hear from all of you. So once again, you have a great time re-exploring the backyard in September of 2022, right around the corner. Enjoy the journey once again. And I am Magic Flying Potato, and I am Oot.